Erling Haaland, currently only 22 years old, has already established himself as a world-class striker. But his journey to this level of success has been far from easy. Let's delve into his story, starting from humble beginnings and potentially leading him to becoming the best striker in the world. Although Haaland is now the prominent figure in the Norwegian national team, he wasn't actually born in Norway. On July 21, 2000, he was born in Leeds, England, where his father, Erling Haaland, was playing professional football for Leeds United and later Manchester City. However, when he was just 3 years old, the family decided to move back to their homeland, Norway. Unfortunately, Erling Haaland had to retire at an early age of 30 due to knee injuries, with notable challenges like the infamous tackle from Roy Keane contributing to his health issues. One might wonder why such a tackle couldn't have been avoided, as it was undoubtedly painful to watch. Nevertheless, Erling's passion for football began to blossom, and his talent quickly became evident. Despite his young age, he was allowed to play alongside other children, and despite being physically smaller due to his age, he consistently found the back of the net. A few years later, at just 15 years old, he made a remarkable impact in Bryne's second team, scoring an impressive 18 goals in 14 games. However, there were still doubts surrounding him. Being thin and small, he seemed physically disadvantaged compared to his peers, leading to some coaches to regard him as a good player, but not necessarily exceptional. Little did they know that Haaland was on the verge of a growth spurt that would transform him physically. Nonetheless, he received a call-up to Bryne's first team 3 months before his 16th birthday, and a year later, he secured a contract with Molde Football Club. He found himself in the first division of Norwegian football, playing under the mentorship of Norway's renowned legend, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He had an incredible debut on April 26, 2017, during a Norwegian Cup between Molde and Volda. Haaland scored a goal and played a pivotal role in Molde's victory. By the end of the season, he had notched 4 goals to his name. However, it was in the following season that he truly started to showcase his goal-scoring prowess, exemplified by his remarkable 4-goal performance against Brann. At the age of 18, Haaland attracted the attention of numerous clubs, including his childhood favorite, Leeds, where he was born. Another club caught his interest, Red Bull Salzburg. When he visited the club, he was thoroughly impressed by their vision and project. In 2019, he made the decision to join Salzburg for a transfer fee of 8 million euros. Although he was considered one of the most promising talents in football, the initial months at Salzburg didn't unfold as he had envisioned. The team already had a top striker in Munas Daber, who had scored an impressive 37 goals in 48 matches. Consequently, Haaland often found himself on the sidelines with limited playing time from January to May. Doubts began to creep into his mind. Was his move to Salzburg a mistake? Was he not as exceptional as people believed? However, during the summer of 2019, he used, or perhaps abused, the U20 World Cup in Poland as a platform to announce himself as the next megastar. In a match against Honduras, he didn't settle for scoring just 1 or 2 goals. He found the back of the net an astonishing 9 times, grabbing headlines worldwide. Upon his return to Salzburg, the new coach recognized Haaland's potential and focused his attention on the talented and ambitious young striker. His teammates were impressed by his dedication. Instead of wasting time on video games, he spent every free moment studying his favorite strikers, such as Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Cristiano Ronaldo. He delved into books to learn how to improve his diet and sleep habits, displaying unwavering focus on his craft. At the age of 19, most individuals have different priorities, but Haaland was fully committed to his footballing career. He repaid the trust placed in him with a string of goals, including a record-breaking Champions League debut. On September 17, 2019, during Salzburg match against Genk, he had grand aspirations. He notched 3 goals in his first Champions League appearance, and he continued to score against renowned teams like Liverpool and Napoli. Haaland fever gripped Salzburg, with fans clamoring for his jersey. However, their excitement was short-lived, as after just 1 year at Salzburg, he expressed his desire to take the next step in his career. Prominent clubs, including Manchester United, Chelsea, and Juventus made offers to sign Haaland, but in the end, it was Dortmund that convinced him. Despite being represented by tough sports agent Mino Raiola, The Dortmund team managed to persuade him to prioritize their project over higher wages, ultimately securing his signature. Borussia Dortmund activated Haaland's release clause of 20 million euros, and after scoring an impressive 29 goals, he made the move from Austria to Germany. The highly anticipated moment arrived on January 18, 2020, when he made his debut against Augsburg. Dortmund was trailing 1-3 when he was substituted in the second half. However, within just 20 minutes, he scored 3 goals, leading the team to a remarkable comeback victory. It was an extraordinary debut, as Haaland became the fastest player to score a hat-trick in Bundesliga history. Additionally, he became the first player in Bundesliga history to score 9 goals in his first 6 matches. Unsurprisingly, his teammates were thrilled to have him on their side, praising his natural goal-scoring instincts and his infectious joy for the game. His stark talent was not limited to domestic competitions. He also showcased his skills in the Champions League. In the first leg against Paris Saint-Germain, he scored 2 goals and celebrated with a memorable jubilation. Everyone wondered about the secret behind the success of this 20-year-old Norwegian sensation. Perhaps it was his ability to keep things simple, which endeared him to Borussia Dortmund fans. His off-pitch antics, including a humorous presence and a rap video he posted on YouTube at the age of 16, only added to his popularity. The world now recognized Haaland as a superstar striker, and in November 2020, he was awarded the Golden Boy Award, recognizing him as the best under-21 player in Europe. However, his journey hit a bump when he suffered a thigh injury toward the end of 2020, forcing him to miss several games. He worked diligently to make a strong comeback and return to the pitch with even greater determination. In his second season at Dortmund, he scored a remarkable 41 goals, with 27 of them coming in the Bundesliga and 14 of them in the Champions League. This made him the top scorer of the season, surpassing the likes of Ronaldo and Lewandowski. Haaland was named Bundesliga Player of the Season and played a crucial role in helping BVB secure a significant title, the DFB Pokal. At just 21 years old, he had already established himself as one of the world's best strikers, attracting interest from major clubs such as Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, and Bayern Munich. However, Manchester City, his father's former club, held a special place in his heart. Consequently, in the summer of 2022, he made a move to Pep Guardiola's team for a transfer fee of 60 to 75 million euros. Additionally, there was a signing bonus for Haaland, his father, and his agent, amounting to approximately 70 million euros. Not to be overlooked is his substantial salary of 28 million euros per year, excluding bonuses. It's an impressive achievement for someone in their early 20s. Nonetheless, he remains a humble individual with a genuine love for the game, acknowledging the significant role his Dortmund teammates played in his success. During his farewell, he generously and famously gifted each of his Dortmund teammates a Rolex watch, valued at around 15,000 euros, while every employee at the club received an Omega watch worth 7,000 euros, a thoughtful way to bid them goodbye. If you'd like to offer us a nice gift, feel free to click subscribe. However, the burning question on everyone's mind was whether he would thrive under the immense pressure of the grandest stages. In his first 5 Champions League games, he immediately made his mark by scoring an impressive 9 goals. A notable feat occurred against Leipzig when he netted 5 goals in a single match. Furthermore, at the age of 22 years and 236 days, he became the youngest player to reach the milestone of scoring at least 30 goals in the Champions League. His scoring spree continued, aided in part by his partnership with lucrative footwear deals. Nike, Adidas, and Puma vied for his favor, seeking to have him wear their brand. As his contract with Nike had expired, he experimented with various brands. He sported Puma during his Manchester City presentation, played in Adidas shoes during preseason games, and wore Nike footwear in the first Premier League matches. Ultimately, in March, he made the decision to stick with Nike, a deal that required the company to pay 24 million euros. Then, on May 3, 2023, he set yet another record, scoring 35 goals in the Premier League. No player had ever achieved such a remarkable tally in a single season, and the season was not even over yet. Erling Haaland has undoubtedly etched his name in the annals of the Premier League and world football history.